from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! Get your facts straight. Who's the kid here? Who's the kid here? Are you kidding me? That's all I got to say. Makes me want to puke.
Good evening, everyone. Who could forget the rant heard round the world? I'm 40. Mike Gundy explained nearly a decade ago to a room full of reporters. This is the head coach that the Missouri Tigers go up against in 16 days. Number 11, Florida. Number 20, Mississippi State. Number 16, Georgia. Number 18, Florida. Number 19, Tennessee. Number 15, Auburn. Number 4, Georgia. Number 2, Georgia. Number 1, Alabama. Whew. These are all of the games the University of Missouri has lost since their last win against a ranked opponent. That win came against number 25 Minnesota in 2014 in the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl. And you thought it was over from that point? Definitely not. Corey Fatoni fumbles the snap on the PAT, and chaos ensues. Players go left, right, sideways, not necessarily the Cal Stanford band on the field play, but there was smoke. Wyoming laterals again and again until finally the play is blown dead. A legal forward pass, and a whole lot of unnecessary effort. First quarter here, Demarie Crockett muscles into the end zone to give the Missouri Tigers an early 7-3 lead. And that score held into the second quarter. With under a minute until halftime, Larry Roundtree dives across the goal line from a yard out to make it a two-possession game. The Tigers would lead 14-3. Second half looked like Missouri's second team. Lynn Bowden Jr. returned a punt 67 yards there. You just saw it for Kentucky's first touchdown. The two-point conversion here is no good. It falls incomplete, so Missouri still led 14-9. It looks like Missouri was going to wrap it up when DeMarcus Acey picked off Terry Wilson with just minutes remaining. But a Tiger 3 and out gave the Wildcats one more chance. Wilson found David Bouvier across the middle. Then things got weird. The Missouri Tiger football team gained a commitment yesterday towards its 2019 recruiting class. Ishmael Burdine, a four-star recruit according to ESPN, fielded offers from Wisconsin and Mississippi State before deciding to become a Tiger. Listed at 6'1", 175, Burdine is the number 1 safety in the state of Louisiana. This commitment boosts Mizzou into the top 50 of recruiting classes, 49th according to ESPN. The Kansas City Royals were in action against the Baltimore Orioles tonight. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games. And to quote Jim Carrey, "So you're telling me there's a chance?" Pick it up here in the 6th. Orioles up 2-1, but Brian Goodwin would change that in a heartbeat for the Royals. Doubling to deep center field, Ryan O'Hearn would come around all the way from first and tag up there at third. He would come in to score, tie it up 2-2. And how about this? Jorge Lopez took a perfect game into the 9th, making just his 5th start as a Royal since being acquired in the Mike Moustakas trade. First batter is Max Kepler, and on a 3-1 count, which would have been the first perfect game in Royals history, he walks him. So the perfect game is gone, but at least the no-hitter is still intact. Then on the 110th pitch, next batter, Robbie Grossman, ruins the no-hitter. More baseball, but now in St. Louis. Thursday night, the Birds unleashed 17 runs against the Pirates, and they'd look to do it again on Friday night. Before the game, Yadier Molina presented with the Roberto Clemente Sportsmanship Award. Adam Wainwright on the mound. He'd run into some trouble early. Top of the first, Adam Frazier takes him deep into right field for a solo home run. That's his second of the season as the Pirates go up 1-0 early. Wainwright trying to get back on track. Top of the 5th here, and he would. This one of his 8 strikeouts on his 7-inning day. And bottom 7 now, runners on the corners for Paul DeYoung, and he delivers an infield hit. You don't see that very often. That ties things up at 1. But the Pirates would get the last laugh. Starling Marte singles in Cole Tucker. That would be the winning run as the Pirates take this one 2-1. The Cards will look for redemption today at 1:15. Now to the Royals. Bottom of the first inning, Alex Gordon homers to right. His 7th of the season helps add to the Royals' early 2-0 lead. And then top of the 4th, Royals up 2-0. JT Realmuto doubles to center. That brings Bryce Harper all the way around to third. And then you see Realmuto come in here second. He's safe. 1 on second, 1 on third. And then that leaves the door open for Adubel Herrera. Adubel Herrera at the plate here, top of the 4th. Grounds to second. A force out would bring Bryce Harper home. Get the Phillies on the board. Phillies still trail 1-2 at that point. KC's still up. Bottom of the 5th, Alex Gordon hits another home run, his 2nd homer of the night. 8th home run on the season. That's good for 2nd best on the team. And get this, 1,500th hit of his career, giving the Royals a 3-1 lead. KC would add 2 more in this one to take it 5-1. They play tonight at 6:15. Now, it all started in 1999. Identical twins born 2 months early to a couple still finishing out college. Me and my brother are now the ones in college 20 years later. And tomorrow is Mother's Day, as we've been foreshadowing. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention the women that got me here today. Mom, I thank you for the love and support that you've always given me. You'll always be my rock. And to my stepmom, Katie, you've entered our lives and made such an impact. And I really couldn't thank you enough for all that you do for me and my family. I love you guys. And as my little brother Oliver says, have a day tomorrow. Mizzou, Cards, and Royals highlights, that's coming up later in the day. Make sure to check back with us. But for now, that's it for sports.
Welcome back into Stephen C. O'Connell Center in Gainesville, Florida. The Missouri Tigers trail this one by 1. 11:57 left to go in the first half. And Grayson, as you said while we were on break, the Tigers off to a good start. They're playing with the Florida Gators, at least as of early.
Absolutely, and we saw that in the Kentucky game on Tuesday night, where they hung in with the Wildcats, and then down the stretch they kind of pulled away. But good start. See if the guards from Mizzou, Jordan Geist, can get involved. I believe he's still scoreless. Or actually, he has 2 points.
Yes, Jordan Geist has 2 points, 1 of 2 shooting on the day. Stokes backing down Reed Nicko. He is not afraid to go in the post, and he's really attacking Mizzou's bigs. That one's unable to go. The right hook. Good defense by Nicko, but the ball is out on Mizzou. Tipped off of Purrier's hands. Unlucky break for the Tigers there.
Rebounding is definitely going to be a key today for Mizzou. Trying to get more possessions for them on the offensive end.
KJ Santos checks in for the Missouri Tigers. That's his first action of the day. A lob right off of the inbound to Keontae Johnson, but that one's unlucky. Looked to be a foul on Keontae Johnson after that, and the Missouri Tigers will inbound from their own side of the court. Jordan Geist to inbound to Xavier Pinson. Xavier Pinson takes it up with full court pressure from Noah Locke. A double team right here. Once again, the 1-2-2 press. And that's what they like to play, the 1-2-2 zone. That's something that's been a trademark of Mike White ever since he's been coaching. KJ Santos gets it on the near side, mid-range. He's got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it to Javon Pickett on the near side for 3, and that one's good. The Missouri Tigers take a 2-point lead. 11 minutes remain in the first half. Sold it a little bit, but first shot on the way. First shot is good from Jalen Hudson. Now the Florida Gators trail by 1. 8:24 left to go in the first half, and while this second shot is on the way, we should probably talk about those turnovers and how good Florida is as they miss the second. What kind of impact does that have? Especially Missouri's not a good team in terms of turnover margin. Do you think that's going to have an impact in this game, or do you think Missouri's going to be able to clean it up?
They could clean it up, but if you keep turning the ball over, the team's just going to get out. They're going to run with it. A lot of teams in college basketball, they just like to run. Florida will probably like to run too, and try to get down low and try to beat some of the quick guards from Mizzou.
Torrance Watson in for the Tigers. He dribble drives, kicks to Xavier Pinson out for 3, and that one's good. Xavier Pinson slowly lowers his hand, and that's it. That's what he's saying. 18-15, 8 minutes left to go in the first half as Kayvon Allen takes it back up over the Gators' side.
Pinson's defender just kind of lost him there.
Jalen Hudson guarded by Torrance Watson. Watson sort of loose with his coverage. Tillman with the block off the backboard with Isaiah Stokes. Tries to put it up. Pinson running. Kicks to Torrance Watson in the near side corner. That's for 3, and that one's good. The Missouri Tigers off and running and hot from 3-point. A timeout from Mike White. And that's going to do it for us for now. We're going to send it back to break. When we come back, more Missouri Tiger basketball on KCOU 88.1, your student voice of the Missouri Tigers. Watson sets the rub screen, fakes a 3 at the top of the key. Pickett gets into the lane, misses the layup, but Nicko is there for the putback and the foul.
Wow, what a play. I thought Pickett was going to make it there, but then Nicko came out, got the rebound and put it back in. A huge play for the Tigers late in this game.
A huge play by Reed Nicko for the Missouri Tigers. And this could get them back in it. A free throw here to complete the and one. could tie things up at 61 apiece. 1:18 left to go in the second half, and this place is getting loud. Free throw on the way for Nico, and that one's off the back rim as the Gators corral the rebound.
That's a huge miss because now Florida can take their time on the offensive end. Huge miss there for the Tigers.
Huge miss from Reed Nico. He's a 65% free throw shooter on the year. And it matches up. It matches up. One out of two. Kayvon Allen in the game for the Gators once more. Drives to his left. Finds a wide open Andrew Nemhard, who misses the wide open three on the near side. Tigers a lucky break there. We'll see what Mizzou does here as Geis lets the ball roll across the floor. Clock does not run, and now Geis picks it up. The clock is running. 20 seconds left on the clock. Missouri trails by 2. 16 seconds left. Geis takes it to the far side of the court, kicks it down low to Purrier. Purrier kicks it to Torrance Watson. Javon Pickett on the near side for three, and that one's off. The Gators pull down the rebound. 6 seconds left on the clock as their best free throw shooter, Kayvon Allen, takes it for an eventual 2 shots. Everyone is on their feet at Exactech Arena as he has the chance to ice this game for the Florida Gators. The Gators bolster their resume for the NCAA tournament. Gators outscoring the Tigers 40-27 to cap off the game in the second half. The Tigers lose this one by 4. We're going to send it back to the guys in the studio. It's been a pleasure getting the opportunity to call this game in Gainesville and travel to Florida. For Parker Rehm and Grayson Rainey, we're going to send it to the guys in the studio. Thanks for listening, and keep listening. Stay tuned in for Tiger Postgame Report presented by El Rancho.